What's up, guys? What's up, everyone? So now that the back panel is bolted on, we're gonna keep moving forward. Now what I'm gonna do is start fixing some of the damage that the fiberglass panels had when it arrived, which would be right here. I don't know if that shows on camera too well. Kind of see it all cracked through here. So we're gonna try fixing that. There's some fitment issues still right here. You can see there's a pretty big gap right there. If I hold that tight to it, it creates a massive gap on this side. So, but this is the Ridox fender with the side skirt, so you'd think it would fit flush. Out of everything that's fitted pretty decent, the fact that there's such a big gap right here just seems kind of silly. So we gotta play around with that. And then I think it's this side. Then like this bumper here has got a crack in it. So I gotta fix that. And this side again has the same issue with how it fits here. Really weird. Trying to figure that out. And then, yeah, just go from there. Cool. Okay, I think I got the camera so you guys can see the crack. If I move it with the light right here. So what I'm actually going to use to fill in the fibers is super glue. The reason for that is super glue is very, what's the word, liquidy, wet, viscous, I think that may be the word, you know, where it can soak in. It was very runny. I don't know. You know what I mean. So what that'll do is that'll soak into the fibers better and produce a stronger bond, and then I'll put something over top of it. Okay, here we go. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. The AC is going pretty strong. But what I got is these little plastic spacers. And my thought process now is shaping them to fit, you know, the right angle and the right distance to what the fender is. So probably get the side skirt back on and then check how wide. Okay, so I just have this bolt right here resting in place, just to kind of hold it. But let me see if I can squeeze the camera. You can do it. There it is. There's a space there. So yeah, I think that'll do. I don't know if the holes here come pre-drilled or not, but you can see this one. Come on. See, this one kind of lines up. See my finger hiding the light behind. But the top one, I don't know if someone else drilled these holes at a different shop. But the top one does not line up with that. I mean, you have to go like way over here. If you're way over here, it's just always, it's always something with this thing. Unfortunate to have that be Okay, I think I need to, this hole is a little at a bad angle, so I need to fix that hole too, and then fix that hole too. Okay, God, they keep making those spacers too. Okay. Okay, so I had a hard time filming this, but what I did was I got this bolt right here. It's like the perfect little space for the plastic to fit over. And then I use a nut to squeeze it to squeeze it on, and then I put the threaded in inside of this because I don't have a lathe. And then I spin that up with one hand, and I use a razor blade the other hand to cut it, so I get a smaller piece. Okay, so see, now we're looking pretty good through here. There's like a shadow that's making it look worse on camera, but I can't even fit my fingernail in between it. So that's how tight it is. A piece of paper anywhere I can show? Not really. Here's the box for the glue. This won't even fit in between here. Look at that. So that's how tight it is. Funny, at least on the little screen that I'm looking at, it looks like there's a gap. The only gap now is actually right here. So I need to, I think I gotta clean up the little edge right here. I think if we clean that up, then it can sit in there a little farther. So that means side skirt's gotta come off, then on, and then off and on until it's at a decent spot. My battery on the camera is only 12 minutes. So I'll probably take it off camera and then clean it up on camera, put it back on off camera. Yeah. You got me. Oh man, the battery in the camera's about to die. I'm gonna be quick. So I got it filed down. The last like 10% I use an actual file. See if I hold it. Looking pretty good. Again, there's like a shadow that kind of makes it look like there's a gap, but there really isn't. It's just there's like a bezel right on the seam right here. So it's as far in as it can go. Yeah, it's looking good now. I just need to make the spacer that goes on the top one. Ah, cool. Okay, we got some charge power going now. Get this mounted up. There's just a tiny little gap. That's just part of the fact that it's gonna have to be how it is, I guess. I'd imagine once I put primer and paint and clear and then clear bra, you might not even notice it, but yeah, we got that in. See if we can fit you guys in here. See the spacers. Oh, there it is. And then the bottom one. I think I showed that one already, I don't know. But yeah, that's looking a lot better now, especially up top here. It's not like sticking out a whole lot, really. A little test. that cram it in there. So I think that's pretty good. Now we got to do the other side. I wonder if the gapping is going to be the same on the side. Oh man. Yep, this side is definitely different. Okay. Probably turn the car around to do it. Yeah. Cuckoo. Okay, the glue is pretty dry on the other side. Now I'm gonna put a bunch of glue in here. We're gonna blow it off first. It's a little dusty. And then that should soak into the fibers pretty good on the side. This is really porous. Probably do a few coats and then probably go over it with some filler or something. Just for final coating or something. Cool. Okay, so now I got to fix the cracks here on the side skirt we're working on. See, there's like a crack here that's pretty large. I don't know if you can see all these little ones. If the camera is able to pick that up, kind of see it. So there's a lot of little ones, unfortunately. I'm gonna try and go in and just open them up just a tiny bit so the glue can soak in there better. Okay, so I got this, whoops. We got this side skirt off this side. I got some super glue on the inside curing. Now I'm gonna start working on the other side. Again, there's another big crack right there. We want it sitting pretty close to that. I think the biggest issue right now is I got a trim on the inside right there, so I'm going to take it off and shave that down a little bit so it sits a little higher up in there. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so kind of see it used to sit right about there. Now it's just like that. From there to that. That little bit really should help. Now it's tucking in behind better. Obviously it's not bolted in, but yeah, that'll definitely be a lot better. Alright, now I gotta start making the spacers like I did the other side. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I don't know if I can show the camera what I'm looking at. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna pick up. But the inside of where it curls over here sticking out a little much, and that's causing a bit of a gap right here. And then it's also causing, yeah, the camera can't get close enough. But there's a gap right here too, all because of this just sticking out just a little bit. So I'm gonna shave this down, and then I think we'll be good. Alright, so I got the bottom fitting good. Unfortunately, I slipped with this grinder. There's a tiny gap right there I need to fill. That should be easy to fix though. Do that after I glue it back in place with all the cracks and then do the spacers. All right, it's on. It's looking pretty good, other than my little mistake here. We don't want to talk about that. Yeah. Other than that, I think it's fitting pretty good. Now I'll do what I did on the other side, just open up some of these pores or some of the cracks a little bit. I don't know how much they show. You can kind of see them. I'll open up the thing a little bit and let the glue go in, and then let it dry. Should be good. And I gotta fill that in. Whoopsie. That looks good though. Okay, so I got this side glued up. It's dry now. And now I got to fix this crack in the bumper. Okay, fun. Okay, for me to fix this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with these little carbide bits here. I don't know how much light is showing in there, but I'm just gonna go around where the crack is, just to open up the crack a little bit more, and then I'll sand it with 180 a little bit. Then I'll open it up, put some glue in the inside, and then gotta figure out if I want to tape it shut. I'll probably use tape. I don't think I can get like a clamp to stay at that angle. So, okay. Okay, with that glue done, I got some super glue right here that I opened up. That's dry, so now I got to do the inside. So I hit that with 80 grit or 180, I can't remember. Now I'm gonna flip it over on the stand and do some more super glue on the inside, and then I'll probably do a little extra coat. Okay. Okay, so we got an overlay here. Here's the inside. You can kind of see the damage coming through. I did the super glue on that side. Kind of shows. Now I'm just gonna quick sand this a little bit and then blow it off and do the super glue again. Okay, while this stuff is curing, this one's fully dry. I'm gonna go and actually sand the whole panel down now, and then that'll be ready for primer. Then it'll just be that panel, that panel, that panel, that panel, that panel, that panel. You know what I mean. Okay, sand time. I'm gonna probably do this by hand because I want to make sure a lot of it's straight. I'll probably do the bottom with the DA, but yeah. Yeah. Talk about what I'm doing. I sprayed some black paint, real dusted it on. So we got all this dusty black paint. What that's doing is when I'm blocking it and holding the sand block flat, it'll show areas that I'm not getting. So that means I know I have to sand more. So like right there's a spot that I gotta do more. That means we know the panel's flat. That's what we're after. Okay, so we got most of it sanded out. There's just this one section right here that'll need body filler, so I'm gonna do that side and then see if that needs body filler and then do that at the same time. Okay. Alright, got both of them sanded out. The little cracks up here have been filled. Down here it's been filled. This side's been filled too. So it's all smooth. Fixed the, I think it was this side, the little spot that I nicked. So that's looking good. Now we're going to move on to either the overlays or the fenders. One or the other. So, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna sand the fenders on the car just because they're more stable. They're not gonna be moving around on me. That's why I'm doing this. Cool, cool. Alright, I just want to jump in here quick. This is why I do this. There's a low spot right there. I mean, I can't even feel that really. But blocking it out now will remove that so we don't have that. And then this is all low too. So that's why I do this. Just to get the panel level and smooth. Otherwise you would see a little wave in it when it's all shiny. Alright, so both of these are sanded out. This one had some cracks, so I put some glue in it and it's dried. I don't know if that's showing, kind of see it. There's some cracks there, and then there was a crack back here. I'm going to sand that out, and then we're going to get everything. Those two over there, and then those in primer. Not going to do the bumper yet. Okay, cool, here we go. Okay, so I'm just doing some final prep real quick. Got this little sanding pen thing. I don't know if it'll show. Got some like fiberglass brushes on the end. Just color in each hole and sand out each hole. So I'm going to do that to all the holes. Put new tape on the bottom. Get everything else mounted up and should be ready for primer. Alright, so I don't know if you can hear me, but the primer's getting mixed up. Over here, we got stuff laid out. I'm gonna turn the fan on still. Down there, that's not on yet. Stuff is getting laid out. Get the camera set up so you guys can watch. We're gonna start spraying. Cool.